You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. Go. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Go. Don't waste no time.
It's Thanksgiving. I'm not going to start with any hate. You know, in the UK, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but I feel like I'm essentially American. So, I don't want to, hijack this holiday. So, Ms. Charlie Touche, how are you and what are you thankful for on this Thanksgiving?
I'm thankful for my co-host, man. I'm thankful for Go Time Dolphins and a successful podcast that just went from voice notes over WhatsApp to conversations that are being recorded with a microphone, straight up. But we had the Turkey Bowl today, bro. I'm like, yo, I got my cleats, have my gloves. I know I was gonna go out there and do my thing, bro. I'm so sore, Kadeem. Like, bro, usually the soreness don't kick into the next day. So I don't even want to know what tomorrow's about to feel like, bro. I'm so sore, bro.
You need this. So this is Voltarol. It is back and muscle pain relief.
Oh, yeah?
I feel like, I've got my little like tube. I feel like you can use some of this.
Bro, I'm dead serious gonna get 2 bags of ice, throw it in my tub, and run a cold tub, bro, and just lay there. All right, bro. I'm going through it right now. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And full disclaimer, we should get this out the way now, so we don't have to say spoiler alert. But full disclaimer, during the World Cup, there will be some spoilers. So maybe you guys want to listen to the podcast at a certain time or whatever. But we will be talking about the World Cup periodically, bro. Not gonna lie, Kadeem, I wanted to wear my Messi jersey on the podcast, bro. I was gonna wear my Messi jersey, dog. And I woke up at 5:00 in the morning to watch that dang game, bro. I woke up early to watch the game, bro, and to see the GOAT do GOAT things, bro. And it's not Messi fault, even though the world wants to say it's Messi fault. But nah, bro, that's unacceptable. You can't lose to a team that's not even supposed to be in the World Cup, bro. That's unacceptable. Did you see it?
Yeah. They should have been winning. I don't say they should have been winning because offside is offside. That's like if to all of us, our Go Time Dolphin listeners who aren't soccer fans, that's like to have thrown a touchdown and there's a blatant, flag on neutral zone infraction offense. Like it's blatant. It's like 100%, recall the touchdown. So Argentina scored 3 goals, which shouldn't have been given. And people will say, well, hold on. It's like, no, there's no hold on. They were blatantly offside. As I'm literally watching Brazil-Serbia. So I've got Brazil-Serbia on my right. On my left, I've got Thanksgiving football, Detroit Lions and Buffalo Bills. I'm thankful for sport. I'm thankful for health.
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to ask you what you was thankful for since it's not your holiday. So I didn't know what the script was, Kadeem.
Well, I did say, I'm kind of American, due to Go Time Dolphins and stuff like that. But no, I am thankful for the Miami Dolphins because without them, we don't meet in that sports bar in London at like 2 a.m. in the morning. Without them, there is no Go Time Dolphins because I wouldn't be a Dolphins fan. So, even though my host didn't want to, ask what I'm thankful for. And also, first and foremost, I'm thankful for every single Go Time Dolphin listener, new, old, future ones, because without you, we probably would still be doing this, but it's even better doing this with, people who ask how we are and, comment all that kind of stuff. So
it's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm your boy, Charlie Touche. I got my co-host, Kadeem Simmons, with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. your favorite podcast. And if you didn't catch up on it yet or pick up on it yet, we are recording this episode during Thanksgiving. So there's a game on right now, which is Buffalo versus the Lions, the Bills versus the Lions, Detroit versus Buffalo. And we're probably not going to get the result on the podcast. So we won't know, but it's close right now. It's tied up, it's halftime, and Buffalo being Buffalo suddenly. It's like, wow. I'm telling you now, yeah. Like my co-host says, if they move that Buffalo Miami game somewhere outside of Buffalo, like, because of weather, Charlie Touche would be in the building. It don't matter where they play that game. I'm going to it, bro. So if because we were actually talking about going to the Buffalo game, to the game in Buffalo, and I'm like, well, we might get snowed out, meaning we can't even get to Buffalo, right? And then we might get snowed in, meaning we can't get out of Buffalo. And then if they change the game, we're going to be stuck in Buffalo, and the game's going to be somewhere else. So I think we're going to sit the Buffalo game out. But if they move it, just know I'm in the building. Yeah, man. But that's the Buffalo game. Let's talk about the Houston game. What you got, Kadeem?
Before we get into the Houston game, I just want to say I'm wearing this vintage Dolphins jacket in honor of the 1993 Thanksgiving game. I believe Coach wore something similar to this.
Could it be 92? Could it be 94? If you say it's 93, I'm gonna trust you for 93, Kadeem.
Let me just fact check that. Thanksgiving NFL. Yeah, 1993 Thanksgiving Cowboys Dolphins.
Leon Lett game. If you just say the Leon Lett game, everybody know what you're talking about. And then the running joke was Leon let us win. You feel me? I like it. I like it a lot.
So that's why I'm wearing this. As for the Texans, I generally think there's only one game or one place to start. Without this man, the Miami Dolphins in 2022 would not be what they are. This game is it should be victory for Miami, but it should be victory because of one person and one person only. Charlie, who is that person?
Shout out to Laremy Tunsil.
Shout out to Laremy Tunsil.
I don't know if that's where you're going.
That was where I was going.
Hey, you see, we here, Kadeem. We here. That's why we have a podcast. We ride together and we die together. Bad boys for life. Go time for life. Feel me?
So, yeah. For any new listener, and let me get the graphic up as well because the graphic is perfect. The Miami Dolphins drafted Laremy Tunsil. Was it 2016 they drafted him? Nah, maybe.
I don't know. I can't give you that.
Yeah,
I can't throw them about there.
I know some in the comments like, no, it was this year, and so yeah, apologies. But the Miami Dolphins drafted Laremy Tunsil to be their left tackle of the future, and he was playing well. And then Chris Greer got a phone call, and it was the Houston Texans, and that phone call completely changed Miami history.
Before you continue, Chris Greer brought Laremy Tunsil into the office, and we were talking about extending Laremy Tunsil. I want to say we were talking about extending him, and Chris Greer sat down Laremy Tunsil, and he told him to look at the board, like, look at this. That's what they're offering us. That's literally like, he's like, yo, this is what they're offering us. And Laremy Tunsil said, yeah, bro, I'd trade me too. That's what he said. Like, yo, I'd trade me too. I ain't gonna lie. But go ahead, my bad, bro.
Yeah, but no, and it was something like 2 firsts, 2 seconds. I believe he said Kenny Stills, but your boy Chris Greer, being your boy Chris Greer, managed to flip some of those picks, and essentially the Laremy Tunsil trade essentially looked like this. So shout out to Big E. Big E posted this recently, and then shout out to my boys National Vintage League in the UK. They are the ones who done this graphic, and you can tell because there's a little Big Ben in the corner from NVL. But yeah, essentially Laremy Tunsil brought the Miami Dolphins 4 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and 1 third-round pick. And the team is basically where they are today off that one trade alone. So I know there have been people who you will say, if you're going to the game, make sure you give Laremy Tunsil the biggest ovation that you can, because without him, the 2022 Miami Dolphins would not be who they are.
Bro, forget the 2022 Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins, as we know them, wouldn't be who we are without Laremy Tunsil. So shout out to Laremy Tunsil. You know, here on Go Time Dolphins, we actually have a holiday called Laremy Tunsil Day. You know what I'm saying? We celebrated the day he was drafted. So, yeah, man. Shout out to Laremy Tunsil, bro. We appreciate you always and forever. Y'all used to say that growing up, Kadeem? AF? Like when you wrote notes to chicks, or chicks used to write notes to you, but you probably didn't, chicks probably didn't write notes to you. But I'm saying, so when they used to write notes, they put AAF, always and forever. Yeah, so Laremy Tunsil, we love you, bro. Always and forever. We're going to complete it. Like by the end of Tua's rookie contract, we're going to bring Laremy Tunsil back so we could get him a ring too. And we could just say we fleeced the entire league. I love it.
100%.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, outside of that, this Texans game is listen, in the past, this will be a trap game for the Dolphins. And people say, especially coming off a bye week, but even the negative person that I am, I genuinely don't believe that. I believe that the Dolphins, they have a clear sight in mind, and it's about, they're not going to look past the Texans. They're going to treat the Texans with the respect that they deserve. But the Texans have only 1 win so far this season. They've just benched their starter, and there's not much to the Texans. So, for me, this is the kind of game in which it's a perfect opportunity for the offense to continue rolling, put up a 50 burger if possible. But for the defense, listen, we put up 40 or 39 against the Cleveland Browns.
Mm-hmm.
And that Brown defense meant to be, still really, really good. So come up against the Texans, I'm smelling 50. But not just that, I'm also smelling this defense to get right. They are starting the second string quarterback, and they really only got Brandon Cooks, and the running back is Pierce. Like outside of those two guys, if this defense wants to pick up some momentum heading into the next 3 road games, this is the perfect opportunity. I've been saying for weeks, this is a bend and break defense for the first 3 quarters. This defense for a period was bend but don't break. This should be don't bend, don't break. I want to see multiple 3-and-outs, start getting some turnovers. Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips, find a quarterback. So I just want to see 21 pass the sticks.
Pass the pad.
Yeah, 100%. This is what that game should be, anyway.
Dang, we gonna pass the sticks on Kadeem. Hey, we don't even got to get the easy money. Kadeem just said they're gonna pass the sticks, bro. Pass the sticks. But Kadeem, you know what? I gotta come to London, bro. Like soon, like within the next couple months, I gotta come out there, bro. We got to do a couple things, chop it up, chill. I was sick last time, couldn't really vibe. I couldn't even go out to dinner. LB took my spot. Like, dang, bro. So I got to come back to London, bro. Plus, in the spirit of the World Cup, you got to have that competition, bro. We got to have the PK shootout. We got to do all the one-on. We got to do it all. And then what? We haven't talked about it in a long time on the podcast, bro. For anyone who is a day one of a Go Time Dolphins day one, you remember the bet that me and Kadeem Simmons had. And that bet is Kadeem, in aggregate, we are going to have a competition where Kadeem and I run 10 routes via wide receiver quarterback routes. I'm going to defend him. He's going to attempt to defend me. And we're going to take our total points in 10 routes. And then we're going to have a PK shootout. Is not a shootout? Is that a PK shootout?
No one called it. This is how I know I'm going to win, because you call it PKs. That's how I know I'm going to win, because you called it PKs. No one called, when Messi stepped up in the World Cup, no, the commentators were like, and it's a PK to Argentina and Messi. No one said that. No one says.
I think
PK.
they did though.
Pardon?
I think they did. I think
They
said
didn't.
it's a PK.
It's a penalty. It's a penalty.
Okay.
A penalty shootout. A spot kick. No one says PK.
All right. So we're gonna have a penalty shootout where Kadeem's gonna take 10 shots on goal with me. I don't want to say goaltender because Kadeem gonna kill me. So me being the keeper, and then I'm gonna take 10 shots on goal. Where this is Kadeem's day job. He actually does this for a living. You know what I'm saying? So
the hand is there. The hand is there because I'm in goal saving shots. That's what I do.
You know what? I'm glad you brought the cast back up because I'm not coming if that cast is on your hand, bro. So when your hand is healed, that's when I'm coming back.
I will play. I've got a game next Saturday. I will like cast or no cast. As long as it's not broken, I'll be good. I've got my pain and muscle relief. I've got my deep freeze. Listen, I played a full game with an injured hand. I got man of the match. I'm just saying. I'm about this life, okay? Worry about you, mister. I had a turkey bowl and now I'm completely iced up. Worry about your injuries. That's what I'm saying.
Ice bath. I need that ice bath, Kadeem. All in all, if you're a new listener or, a long-time listener and we haven't talked about it in a minute, whoever loses the competition between Kadeem and I has to give up their PS5. Not only do they have to give up their PS5, we're going to give it away here on Go Time Dolphins. So you have a chance, to everyone listening, to win Kadeem's PS5 because I'm going to win. So you're going to have a chance to win Kadeem's PS5. And I cannot wait for that, bro. And, it just reminded me because the World Cup's on. I'm like, I got to go over see my dog anyway, man. Why wait a whole 12 months? This time last year, I was in, around this time last year, I was in London with you guys. So, yeah, man. Bro, you seen one of the quarterbacks that are better than Tua got benched this week.
Not just benched, he got demoted because he's not even seen the sideline on Sunday. Like the guy went from like starter to first string, and it's interesting that the Jets. I know it's the Go Time Dolphins, but the Jets in the AFC East. It's interesting.
I guess we should say it's Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
for those who didn't know,
Zach Wilson. And then the thing is, Zach Wilson was talking mad after that Patriots game. For those who haven't been paying attention, obviously the Jets put up 3 points against the Patriots, lost 10-3. After the game, Zach Wilson was essentially asked, "Is this loss on you?" And he was like, "No, it wasn't my fault." Apparently that didn't go down too well in the locker room, and Robert Saleh has basically benched Zach Wilson. And they haven't even turned to Joe Flacco, which is what I thought they would have done. They're going to Mike White. So, listen, shout out to Mike White. He's going to be the reason the Jets don't make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. It wasn't going to be him. It was going to be Zach Wilson, no matter who it was going to be. So, listen, Jets fans were adamant, even this season, that Zach Wilson was better than Tua. And, we beat you this season, so that proves it. It's like Tua didn't see the field, and it was a close game until the end of the game. So, next time we play the Jets, be it Joe Flacco, Zach Wilson, Mike White, me, you, Neymar, Messi, whoever's the quarterback, it doesn't matter. To be spanking them 21-0, pass the pad. That's what I want to see from the Dolphins over the next few weeks. Just putting that pressure on any team that come to Hard Rock or whoever on the road.
We passing a lot of sticks on GTD, boy. Bro, not only did the man say he didn't feel like he was responsible for the L, he said, you think you need to apologize to the defense? No. That's a lot, bro. Bro, they boo-boo Kadeem. They're the poop emoji. That's what the Jets are right now. That's what the paper planes are. They're the poop emoji, bro. Nah, but back to Houston, man. I do think this is Sherrod Steve said it, man. We have the best offense in the league. And we don't know what it looks like to be a Dolphin fan, to have the best offense in the league in the past 22 years. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what that looks like. So now that it's in front of us, there's some skepticism. Like, I don't know. Do we really have the best offense? Is it really Is it really? Before it was just the first 3 games. No, it's the first 3 games. It's don't you know what I'm saying? Then it's 3 games from Tua's return. I don't know. You did it. You all kind of excuse. Now it's week 12 after the bye, and people still don't believe that we are this nice on offense. It's okay. Believe it. We're this nice on offense. You know what I'm saying? And what I expect moving forward is not only for the Dolphins to beat teams like Houston the way we're supposed to beat them. This is what I wanted to see in the Bears game. What you know what I'm saying? This is what I wanted to see in the Lions game. You feel me? So I think this Houston game could get ugly. Bubba Sparks real early.
We're getting ugly in here. In here. That was a banger. Oh yeah, shout out Bubba Sparks.
Hey, bro, I didn't know you knew that, man. Like,
hey, Bubba Sparks in the song had a little interlude with Missy Elliott and Tim. Listen, I know my Bubba Sparks, man. Listen, I know Bubba Sparks.
Hey, so for those who don't know, there's a song that's pretty huge right now. It's called "Ain't Life Grand." Ain't life grand. Well, y'all can't come and get no money from us because we ain't got it. So anyway, I can sing on the podcast. So that song, for a lot of people, I know they did not know this. The original to "Ain't Life Grand" was on Bubba Sparks' album. Hey, how about them apples? You know what I'm saying? So they just think, oh, this Bubba Sparks came out of nowhere, or this song came out of nowhere. It's a dope song. It really is a dope song though. But Bubba Sparks did it first, and Scar was the person who wrote it. He was in Outkast's Purple Ribbon record label. Scar wrote the song, did the hook. Bubba Sparks did the song. It's a pretty dope song. And when I heard it, recent, when what's the dude's name? I can't remember. Dwayne Brown, maybe. I can't remember. They're gonna come from my head for that one. Like, damn, you don't know who sings the song? But I heard it. I was like, damn, this is one of my favorite Bubba Sparks songs, and I'm glad it came back because I did feel like someone could do it better because it was good already, but this dude did it pretty good too. So shout out to him, man. Look at us fitting in some Outkast references.
You said a movie quote the other day, and you didn't tell us what that movie was from. In the comments, people said it's Scarface. And listen, I've legit seen Scarface. Like, it's not one of my favorite movies, but I've seen it enough to like kind of know some of the sayings in that movie. What you said was not a well-known Scarface quote. Like, don't even try and say that, like, oh, you should know that if you've seen Scarface. Like, all the stuff that that movie is well known for, I don't think that's who is one of them.
You don't think that's one of them that is known for?
I personally don't think so, no.
Nah, Kadeem, you acting, bro. See, you don't know Baby D. You acting, bro. Like, that's you saying that line isn't like a huge deal in that movie is like you saying I don't know Baby D is not a huge line in next Friday. Yes, bro.
Listen, all I'm saying is that, and again, I'm not like the movie quotes person, but I think you're reaching on that one. I think you're reaching personally, but we'll see.
Kane Brown, my bad. I had it close. I said Dwayne Brown.
It's Kane Brown. Like this old Seahawks left tackle, Dwayne Brown.
See? You see how I did that? You see the correlation? You see how we have a football podcast and I say a football player's name because he sounds like a musician? So hey, I think I get a pass for that, man. You ready to get it no huddle, bro?
Just before we do, I think you kind of saying, this Dolphins Texans game is all about just showing the league. Like, this is the perfect, stat pad game for Tua. Go out there and get 4 or 5 touchdowns. Defense get 2-3 turnovers. And see Skylar Thompson for the entirety of the fourth quarter. So, yeah, just wanted to kind of add that. But, yeah, I am ready for no huddle. I told you I had black headphones. Now, they aren't the same as, like, the Coach ones. And to be honest, I much prefer the Coach K headphones. Like, these, I know the color scheme is wrong, but like with a little mic and everything. And so let me know in the comments, the wrong colorway Coach K headphones or the I guess, black new Coach K headphones. Charlie, what do you think?
I think we're just gonna get you some new headphones, if I'm being real with you. And because now they're like the Houston colors now, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, they're the Houston, like, nah, bro, we're not doing this. We're just gonna get you some new headphones, bro. Do your thing for now. It is what it is. But nah, bro, we're not gonna do this long term.
Drakey, do your thing. I'll like if you can like mock me up, I'll even like give you some like shoulder as well. If you can mock me up as the Texans head coach as well, that'd be amazing, Drakey. Thank you very much. But let's get into
Drakey is the Go Time Dolphins listener that photoshopped Kadeem into the hoodie monster for the Patriots. Shout out to Drakey.
So it feels like the bye week, the Dolphins have been fighting each other. But on the Dolphins injury report, and this is before the Thanksgiving injury report as well. So as of Wednesday, Melvin Ingram, Thomas Morstead, and Raheem Mostert did not participate. Melvin Ingram was vet rest. Teron Armstead, Jerome Baker, Teddy Two Gloves, Tanner Connor, Kean Cosson, and Raekwon Davis were all limited. And then Kader Kohu, Hunter Long, Durham Smythe, and Jalen Waddle were all full participants. And before I hand over to you for fantasy, Mr. Charlie Touche, the weather on Sunday is 82 degrees Fahrenheit. What is that in Celsius?
82 degrees Fahrenheit. Hey, so look, I said I was going to give you guys a class on conversion, like how to convert Celsius into Fahrenheit. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't study. I did not break it down enough for me to break it down to you guys. And no one wants to really come to Go Time Dolphins to learn how to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius, but I'm gonna give you that because it's gonna help someone one day. They're gonna be like, yo, I had no idea that this was gonna come back and help me one day. But it's not gonna be today because I can't get you right. But 82 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius. All right, let's do this. 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Is it 41?
Dude, no. Like,
So look, I didn't really put the math into it. I just threw a number out there. What you got?
28.
All right. Good thing I'm not teaching nothing today.
Yeah, dude,
good thing I'm not teaching nothing today. I really didn't do what I needed to do. But
listen, that was you dropped back as quarterback. The wide receiver ran a curl route, and you thought running a go route, and you just sailed that, and he was like, "Yo,
that's more like a pick six." I threw a pick six just now.
I didn't want to go there. No, not a pick six. I'll give you an interception. The safety was like, "Yo, thanks for that," but I'm not gonna say it was a pick six. So you know, but
hold on. 28. All right, I'll get right. I'm gonna get y'all right. Look, it's gonna get to the point where I'm not even messing up no more in conversions. Like I'm telling you, like because you really kind of you got to stay on top of it if you once you get the formula down. So I dropped the ball today. Well, I threw a pick six today. What you got? Go ahead, Kadeem.
Well, I'm saying don't drop the ball. What have you got for fantasy?
Listen, Tua's doing Tua, and he's the last 3 games? He threw 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Oh well, he didn't throw 3 touchdowns last game, did he? He threw 2.
I thought it was 3 games in a row, 3 touchdowns, but I will.
Yeah, so I'm saying last game, who we played last game?
Cleveland.
He threw 3 touchdowns that game?
I'll double check that for you.
Last 3 games was 3 touchdowns.
Alec Ingold. Let's have a look.
Tyreek Hill. And I think Jeff Wilson.
2 had 3 touchdowns, yeah.
All right. So,
Trent Sherfield, Alec Ingold, Tyreek Hill.
All right. Listen, we're starting Tua. Like, Tua is a lock start. You're never going to bench Tua ever again. Next year, you're going to draft Tua, and you're never going to bench him. It's not going to be, who should I start this year at quarterback? Tua's a lock. Tua is as much of a lock as Jalen Waddle is. Same way Jalen Waddle is a lock in fantasy, Tua is a lock in fantasy. I didn't want to say Tyreek Hill because Tyreek Hill is more of a lock than both of them. So you're going to start Waddle, you're going to start Jalen, Tyreek Hill, you're going to start Tua, and you're not going to start Raheem Mostert in any league. an 8-team league, a 10-team league, a 12-team league, 14-team league. If you have 22 people in your league, this is not the league to start. This is not the week to start Raheem Mostert. He's nursing an injury, and Jeff Wilson is looking nice right now. So we're gonna put Raheem Mostert on the back burner for a little bit. I cannot safely start Mike Gesicki, although I traded for Mike Gesicki this week. I'm like, man, I got him just on a hope and a prayer that this is one of them games he gets 2 touchdowns. So approach Mike Gesicki in fantasy football at with caution. Jason Sanders, it's a no for me, dogs. And the Dolphins defense will probably come out with more than 10 points this game via fantasy football. 10 points and over 10 fantasy football points. Flip side of the ball, only person I'll start is Dameon Pierce. That's it. This was a short week for the offensive side of the ball for the Texans. I'm not starting nobody else over there. I'm not starting the defense. I'm not starting the kicker. I'm not doing none of that. They're grits. They're done. They're cooked.
Before we jump into easy money, what's your go-to Thanksgiving food?
I like the turkey, bro. Like I like the main meal. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a turkey dude. So I don't eat certain things, but I like turkey, bro. That's the main. What you got? Well, you, Mr. American.
We don't. I like turkey. I'm always like a mac and cheese person. I love mac and cheese.
This is not fair, bro. You don't have no experience in this. That's why I didn't ask you the other question. That's why I didn't say, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't have any experience. Like you can think you know what your go-to dish would be in a Thanksgiving if you ever experience one, but nah, zero experience. Now it's like a head coach, you know what I'm saying? Like in the NFL, you don't have that never played football. Like, bro, you don't have no experience. Like you might think you know what you see and what you want to do, and it might work out sometimes, but you don't got no experience in this one, Kadeem. I ain't gonna your answer would be invalid.
You'd be the kind of person then who wouldn't hire Mike McDaniel. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, he listen.
Yeah. see? I knew I had you there.
Listen, that's different.
I knew I had
you different, bro. That's different. I'm talking, but he's played football before.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's played football before.
Like,
I said that's played. That's never played, I said.
Listen, you could ask me what I'm thankful for without asking me what my favorite Thanksgiving dish is. Listen, it's one of those things where I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but I'm thankful for a lot of things, you know. At least would have been nice if you had asked me. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's one of those things where, you know, obviously I'm not the quarterback. I'm, you know, the wide receiver 4. But, you know, just put me in the game at least once. Allow me to potentially shine. Allow me to potentially catch the ball. Don't just, you know, always have me on the sideline, you know, standing like this. Like, you know, like... that's that, isn't it? Like that.
That's how they stare, bro. I'm gonna go get my shoulder pads and put them on and do it again, like. And they be putting their head down too, like.
Yeah.
Hey, easy money. Listen. So the line isn't out on DraftKings yet. Shout out to DraftKings. Shout out to DraftKings, Jason. The line is not out yet the line is out, but I'm talking about the prop bets are not out yet for the Dolphins. I wonder why too, because usually they're out on Thursday. Like, is it like everybody like took a day off or something? Like, yo, we messed up on the props this week. We're gonna get them a day later because Thanksgiving. I have no idea. But I'll tell you this. I think we know what we're doing. We know if they give us a 1.5 line for 1.5 over under for Tua, we know that we're taking 1.5 over under for 2 touchdowns. We're going to take over. But I got an even easier one this week. It's called easy money. The easier one this week is Miami halftime, Miami full time. Meaning Miami is going to be winning at halftime and Miami will be winning at full time. That is the easiest money you will ever play for the rest of the year. the rest of the regular season. That is the easy money bet of the week this week.
I'm not a betting person, but that sounds completely fine to me. So,
what's more likely to happen, Kadeem? Tua throws over a touchdown and a half, or the Dolphins lead at halftime and lead at the end of the game? What's more likely?
probably the second one. Dolphins lead at half and full time.
But you like,
again,
but you like them both.
Pardon?
But you like them both.
100%, yeah. And that's not to say that Tua isn't going to throw for over 1.5 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess worst case scenario, Tua can throw for like 350 yards. But Raheem Mostert or Jeff Wilson or whoever for some big runs. Which if I don't think Mike McDaniel will keep Raheem Mostert, not dress him. But do you think we could see a lot of either Myles Gaskin or Savon Ahmed this week?
I do. I think Mostert might not even dress. I think there's a chance Mostert doesn't even dress. But it's nice to see how nice Jeff Wilson is with the ball in his hand. So I don't know what we're gonna get, man. I know I feel good about it. I like where we're going with this. I don't want to, even as fans and a podcast, I don't even want to think about San Fran yet. You know what I'm saying? I just, let's smack this team, let's pad the stats and see what we get. But yeah, man, it's about to, bro. Shout out to the social media team, everybody that helps us out at Go Time Dolphins, whether it's George, whether it's Shane, whether it's Wolf. Like, bro, there's a swag surf reel out there. Like, bro, we're swagging it out and surfing to a playoff push. So that's all I got, man. You got something before we go into bonus time?
Just, happy Thanksgiving to all our American listeners. And if anyone in the UK or if you live in Scotland and you used to live in the US, happy Thanksgiving to everyone from me and my family, I guess.
Yeah, I know what time it is. Stay positive. Test negative. For Kadeem Simmons, I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already, man.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time.
Me too,
and it's showtime. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's showtime. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's showtime. Going all out when it's go time.
Shout out to Tom Bolton for this vintage Cameron Wake jersey, which we are giving away on Go Time Dolphins. So just to let everyone know, the size is an extra large. It's an XL. So, if you're smaller or bigger, maybe not something you want to wear, but I know maybe you want to hang up in your man cave or whatever, do whatever you want with it, your woman cave, or, maybe it's a 90 for anyone, I guess, Charlie looks like he's quite skinny. You might want to sleep in this as a 90.
Hey, what? Hey, man, you watch your mouth, bro. Hey, boy, you getting real slick, boy.
I'm just saying. So, listen, to get your hands on this Cameron Wake jersey, we feel it's best that if you email gotimedolphins@gmail.com with a picture of or a screenshot of you subscribe to the Go Time Dolphins YouTube channel as we near 1,000. That's what you got to do. So once again, email gotimedolphins@gmail.com with a screenshot of you subscribe to the Go Time Dolphins channel, and you can get this Cameron Wake jersey. And once again, shout out to Tom Bolton for sending us this for a giveaway.
Put giveaway in the subject. We email gotimedolphins@gmail.com. Put giveaway in the subject, please. And thank you. Makes it easier for everybody.
It really, really does. I know, obviously, for a preview episode against the Texans, we didn't really speak much again about the Texans. And that's not because, we're looking past it. It's more, how can you preview a game which the Dolphins should cakewalk? I guess, is there anything in particular you really want to see, maybe from a player or from the team in general?
Anything particular from a player or a team in general? Nah, man. We should be playing the backups at halftime. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, it's an NFL game any given Sunday, but I want to see, it's not a particular player or anything. I want to see the Dolphins put their foot on the neck of the Texans and put them to bed early. You know what I'm saying? And then, chill, vibe. Bring in Skylar Thompson or Teddy, whoever's dressing. You know what I'm saying? And let us get a look at Braylon Sanders. You feel me? Is it Braylon Sanders?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I be getting dog name messed up. I be tripping. But nah, that's what I want. Let's let Hunter Long get a gang of snaps. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, man. There's no one player like, oh yeah, I need to see Tyreek Hill go off for 300 yards. Nah, we just need to get the W. Buffalo. By this time, by the time everyone listens to the podcast, we'll have the result for the Buffalo game. But Buffalo is beatable, bro. They're struggling against Detroit, and again, the game's going on right now, so who knows? But Buffalo's struggling against Detroit. So all we need to do is keep accumulating wins and stay the course and compete for this first or second seed, because that's what we're going with, bro. We're not. I was gonna say if I was a betting man, but y'all know I'm a betting man. I believe I believe the chances of winning this division. I think it's like 65% right now for us to win it. If I had to put numbers on it, right? But nah, man, I think we could win this division. I think we could walk away with the second seed, and it would be nice to walk away with the first seed if KC drops the ball somewhere.
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned the Buffalo game. Can I just say, when we played the Lions and we both predicted us to beat the Lions, you said that after that the Lions would basically give up.
I did,
and I was like, they're going to keep on fighting. Do you not count out this Lions team?
It's crazy, bro. Because I watch Hard Knocks and I like that team, and I like a lot of those players. I like the coach, and I actually kind of really didn't think they'll give up, but the makeup of that team will not allow them to 1-2-3 Cancun. You know what I'm saying? And I like it, bro. And now they knock off Buffalo. Like they might make a run to get a wild card, bro. And then Mike McDaniel's coach of the year is going to be in jeopardy.
Yeah. Although I've been saying that, the Dolphins get the second seed and win the AFC East, or mess around and get the number one seed. Mm-hmm. I dare anyone to not give Coach McDaniel the head coach of the year and to the MVP. That would just be, what are the Lions?
Hold on. I'm gonna be real with you. I think Mahomes kind of got it sold up. I ain't gonna lie. I think Mahomes has the MVP sold up, but coach of the year is in the air. Because if Philly loses 2-3 more times, you can't go ahead and give it the. Is it Soriano? I think that's how you pronounce his name.
I think it's Soriano. Or Soriano.
All right, you can't give it to the Philly head coach. You know what I'm saying? If Philly's losing 3-4 games, or if they don't even win their division. So if the Cowboys win their division, you can't give that coach of the year. So
Nick Sirianni.
What did I say? Sirianno?
Yeah.
All right. So you can't give him coach of the year. But I think McDaniel has a better chance to win coach of the year than Tua has at winning MVP. But I got money on both, so y'all can help me out. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I was going somewhere with that though, man. But yeah, man, you what you said was you dare them not. Yeah, you get a 2 seed or 1 seed, sky's the limit for Coach McDaniel and those chances. Hey, did you see the Portugal-Ghana game?
I did. So Hannah Montana, she's from Ghana. That's where her family's from.
Nah.
So I had a vented interest in Ghana. But I also said to one of my boys, when Ronaldo scores, because I knew he would, I'm turning the game off. So Ronaldo scored. I chucked in the Lions Buffalo game, and Ghana kept it close. Fair play to them. That play at the end, where if the play doesn't slip,
That's insane, ain't it? Bro, I walked in from football, tired, beat down, struggling, like, bro, I got to do this podcast. I'm sore. You know what I'm saying? I missed the other game earlier today. And crazy thing, I might miss U.S. versus England. Actually, I might miss it. I don't love that idea, but I might miss it. So I walk in the crib and turn on the Ghana-Portugal game. And it's a game. It's 1-0. It's like 65. It's the 65th minute. And I'm like, I'm gonna just sit here and watch the rest of this in my filth and in my sweat. I'm just sitting here and I'm gonna watch the rest of this game because it's a game. It's 1-0. Next thing you know, Ghana tied it up. I'm like, oh, we got a game. This is gonna be a draw. Gotta be a draw. Mess around. Portugal scored 2 goals in 5 minutes. I'm like, oh my goodness, bro. Then Ghana scored another one, right? They came back and scored another one.
3-2, yeah.
But it was 4 goals in the last 20 minutes of the game, bro. And then dude had a chance to tie it up with the equalizer. And I don't know how you do that, but he did it. Hey, you dropped the ball like that, Kadeem. We're giving away your PlayStation on GTD.
My hand can be like this. I'm telling you.
Nah, bro, I don't want that. I'm not doing it, bro. Like, I'm waiting till you're 100%, and there's no excuses.
But you're never 100%. So then what?
I'm 100% right now.
Listen, what's gonna happen is, you're gonna mess around. You're gonna fight Will Hayes. Will Hayes is going to tie you up like a pretzel, and you're never gonna be the same. So you're gonna be 100%. You're gonna be like, oh, I can't do it because Will got me in a headlock. I have to tap. I'm just saying.
Oopsie.